Hey guys, it's Paul here, aka the Bluebird Legend. I haven't actually been on an arcade or a video game / computer game hunt in quite a while now, must be over 6 months. I was recently in London and came across the Science Museum, so I popped in to see what they had to offer in the way of video games and computers. And this is the video of that day. Hope you enjoy. This is Charles Babbage's difference engine, which is basically an automatic mechanical calculator. Now, Charles Babbage actually designed these first computers, but he actually failed to build them, and it wasn't until the year 2002, so 153 years after it was first designed, it was actually made. And it consists of 8,000 parts, weighs 5 tons and measures around about 11 foot long. So in this display case by here is the Apple II computer, one of the first copies of Windows. I think that's a very early laptop, possibly a Toshiba perhaps. We have a Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or SNES, with Alien 3 slotted in there, a Game Boy, which had quite a bit of yellowing around it, a Sinclair ZX80, a couple of calculators, and some RAM. And the Apple II, which was an 8-bit computer, was released in 1977. Now the Sinclair ZX80 was released in 1980, and it actually went out of production or discontinued in 1981, and there was only 100,000 of these units actually shipped, and one of them is here in the Science Museum in London. Okay, here is the Apple I computer, and this was released in April 1976. It had a 1 MHz processor and 4K of standard memory, and you can see it's got this wooden casing. Okay, next up is the Cray I, a supercomputer, and this came out around about 1976. The first of these Cray I machines was installed at the Los Alamos National Laboratory, and it went on to become one of the best known and most successful supercomputers in history. And these things actually weigh around about 5.5 tons. Electrical logic machine from 1949. A quantum computer chip here from 2012. This here is an Enigma machine. Enigma was invented by German engineer Arthur Scherbius at the end of World War I. First models were used commercially from the early 1920s, but then later adopted by the military and government services of several countries, most notably Nazi Germany. Okay, one of the first video games, or home video games, was Pong, of course, and have a little game here. Now we were playing this game, and the controls, the wheel control was very sensitive. Also in this display case here, which showcased home video games, we have the Atari 2600 Woody version, a number of cartridge games, got a little Batman handheld there, we've got UFO Master, we've got Video Sport Mark II, there's a Speak and Spell there as well. Sinclair ZX Spectrum 48K rubber key with Jet Set Willy 2 there on cassette. Another Sinclair ZX80 We've got the Blip Tennis game from 1977. I remember playing this as a kid back in primary school, and it used to send a red dot across the screen. It was kind of a tennis game. Superb little game it was for the time. Vic 20, which one of my childhood friends had, incidentally. And that, folks, is pretty much all that the Science Museum in London had to offer in terms of video games or home consoles and computers. A little bit disappointed, I have to say. They could have really gone to town in the museum. They had no Mega Drive, they had no Commodore 64, they only had the rubber key Spectrum, they could have had the Plus2, they could have the QL, they could have had the GameCube, they could have had the Wii even. They did have some interesting pieces. I haven't seen that Blip Tennis game in years now. Vic 20, of course, and some of the computers on display, such as Babbage's Difference Engine, that was good to see, and the Cray I, of course. So that's it for the tour of the Science Museum in London. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit the like button and comment below on videos you'd like to see in the near future. But for now, guys, I'll bid you farewell and I'll see you real soon. Cheers, guys. Bye.